Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Shazwan. So today I will present about our microcontroller project, that is Smart Traffic Light. Okay, first, this is our member. Shafi Aiman is the leader. Muhammad Shazwan is me. My meeting number is AA 190932, and then one Muhammad Arif and Muhammad Kamal, dan juga Muhammad Noafiq. Okay, the first is I will tell about the intro of the Smart Traffic Light. Okay, the first one is just as we know, nowadays every road are filled with many kind of vehicles such as cars, motorcycles, bikes, and even bicycle. Okay, as the technology grow faster and larger, and the increasing of the vehicle on the road, we must also consider the safety of all users on the road to the fullest. Okay, and then because of that, we decide to develop a smart traffic light using the Arduino. The traffic light is the signaling device. They are used to control the flow of traffic. Usually, they are placed at the junction, intersection, pedestrian crossing, and many more. Okay, and then we go to the what is smart traffic light. Okay, this is what our project is about. Okay, as we commonly use now, there is traditional traffic light is the program to change signal of predetermined times, such as typical peak hours. Okay, by comparison with the traditional traffic light and the one that we want to use is smart traffic light. Smart traffic light system acquire data from the road user and communicate with a central control system to change the light and signal length as needed. Okay, in this project, we will run the smart traffic light using the Arduino and set the suitable coding for the circuit to function. Okay, and then benefit of smart traffic light. Okay, the first benefit is smart traffic light is to reduce the traffic jam and redistribute the flow of traffic. And then it also enable to maximize traffic flow and make the street safer. Smart traffic light prioritize not only the user in the car or motorcycle in the vehicle, or also prioritize the pedestrian. The light are embedded with cameras which detect not only people but also whether they want to cross the road or not, in which case their journey is prioritized. For example of project, for my research in the Google, referring from Google and on the website, technology for smart traffic light signals has been developed at the Carnegie Mellon University and is being used in a pilot project in Pittsburgh in an effort to reduce vehicle emission in the city. The signal communicate with each other and adapt to changing traffic conditions to reduce the amount of time that cars spending idling. In addition, the finding of the Romanian US researcher, scientists in Dresden, Germany, come to the conclusion that smart traffic light could handle their tasks more efficiently without human interface. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Nama saya Syafiq Aiman Besusaha, nombor metrik AA 1900001 dari seksyen 7. Sekarang saya akan menerangkan bahagian saya, iaitu Project Operation Experimentation. Okay. We use the PIR motion sensor in this circuit. PIR means passive infrared. Our circuit has the concept of traffic light junction. This motion sensor consists of a frontal lens, an infrared detector, and a supporting detection circuit. The lens on the sensor focus any infrared radiation around it toward the infrared detector. But in this circuit, we use PIR motion sensor to detect the presence of woman body and then we will control the boat according to the motion sensor output. In addition, this PIR sensor can also be used in small areas such as bedroom or storerooms. We can place a motion sensor on the door of the room, and when someone enter the room, the motion sensor will detect it and the light will turn on. The PIR motion sensor can detect the human body up to 7 meter, making it ideal for small rooms. In reality, these motion sensor light are straightforward mechanisms. The infrared light emits electrons, which will bump into a substrate, like the surface of the human body when the case. This bumping can be then measured, and the sensor is capable of determining how a body moves according to the way those electrons bump back. In this circuit, if the PIR sensor detects something, it will signal the red LED to switch to green LED. Each PIR sensor has been set up in a timed manner. Therefore, the LED will change according to the time. PIR sensors are rather generic and for the most part vary only in price and sensitivity. This is a pretty good idea for manufacturing the PIR sensor, and circuitry is fixed. The lens costs only a few cents and can change the break range, sensing pattern and very easily. Okay, next I want to talk about list of component. Okay, terdapat beberapa komponen yang kumpulan kami guna, iaitu first Arduino Uno R3. Okay, second breadboard small. Third resistor yang berjumlah 100 ohm. Okay. Fourth PIR sensor. 5 wire, and last one is LED. Terdapat 3 jenis warna yang kita orang guna, iaitu red, yellow, green. Okay. Last, I want to talk about specification of project. Okay. Ni adalah gambar PIR sensor. Okay. Pada PIR sensor ni terdapat 3 kaki, iaitu balik kiri signal terminal yang disambung pada breadboard. Lepas tu yang tengah ni power terminal yang disambung pada punca bekalan positif, and kanan ground terminal yang disambung pada punca bekalan negatif. Okey, dan di pada PIR sensor terdapat dua ni, iaitu delay time adjust and distinct adjust. Okay, function delay time adjust, a node is provide to adjust the time for the output to stay high after detecting the PIR. This time period can be adjust from 5 seconds to 5 minutes. Okay, untuk function distinct adjust, the angle of the detection area is around 110 degree cone. A knob is given to adjust the sensitivity. We can vary from 3 meter to 7 meter perpendicular to center. The sensitivity reduce as we move either side of the sensor. Okay, itu saja daripada saya. Terima kasih.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Paul Arif bin Wan Kamaluddin. Matric number AA191965. Okay. First is dot diagram. Okay. This is our block diagram for our project. Okay, the input for this block diagram is DC power supply and PIR sensor. The input flow to Arduino Uno and will show the output at LED. Okay, next is flowchart. Okay, for flowchart, this is our flowchart for our project. When the program is running, PIR sensor 1 is running first. If PIR sensor 1 detect a movement, LED G1, Y1, and R1 are running by following the coding that had been set. If PIR sensor 1 do not detect any movement, only LED R1 is running. Okay, then is PIR sensor 2. If PIR sensor 2 detect a movement, LED G2, Y2, and R2 are running by following the coding. If no movement detect, LED R2 is running. Okay, next is PIR sensor 3. If that sensor detects some movement, LED G3, Y3, and R3 is running by following the coding. If no movement detected by PIR sensor 3, LED R3 is running. The program will looping and will stop looping after the program is end. Okay, next is for the schematic circuit. Okay, as you can see, this is the schematic circuit for our project. Okay, I drew the circuit like this because it is simple and easy to everyone to understand what kind of project that we do, and we can know where the current flow in the circuit easily, and it's also easy to non-electrical person to understand this circuit, and it also easy to electrician that to repair this circuit if this circuit have some error or the circuit is broke.
Okey, sekarang saya akan teruskan dan saya akan menerangkan program dan simulation untuk lita ini. Okey. Kumpulan kami telah berbincang dan mengambil keputusan untuk mengambil PIR sensor yang berkonsepkan lampu isyarat. Okey. Okey. Sekarang ni saya menunjukkan lita yang asal. Okey. Ini lita yang asal. Okey, pada lita ini kami telah mengubah dan menambah. Okey, menambahkan lagi benda apa ni? PIR sensor. Okey. Jadi dan ni adalah lita yang kami telah ubahkan dan menambah. Okey. Lita ini mempunyai 3 PIR sensor. Okey. Dan menunjukkan lita ini mempunyai 3 lampu isyarat. Okey. Okey. Okey, dalam lita ini terdapat juga komponen lain iaitu LED. Okey, 3 warna LED iaitu merah, kuning, hijau seperti lampu isyarat. Okey, selain itu resistor yang bernilai 100 ohm, Arduino dan breadboard. dan selain itu wayar-wayar lah. Okey. Okey. Di sini terdapat 3 PR sensor. Okey. Pada PR sensor ni terdapat apa dia? Sensor lah dia. Untuk mengesan suatu benda. Okey. Nak tahu tu kita kena start simulation. Sebelum saya start simulation, saya akan tunjukkan coding dahulu. Okey. Okey. Ni coding yang asal. Coding yang telah diberi, tapi coding ni untuk 2 PR sensor sahaja. Okey. Okey, coding pun kumpulan kami telah ubah, dan ni adalah coding yang telah diubah. Okey. Coding ni untuk 3 PR sensor. Okey. Okey. Sebelum tu PR sensor ni terdapat 3 kaki. Okey. 3 kaki. Okey, iaitu saya akan zoomkan lebih dekat. Okey. Untuk ni kaki untuk signal. Okey. Kaki signal ni dia dipasang dan disambung pada Arduino. Okey. Kaki signal. Okey, untuk kaki power pula dia disambung pada positif. Okey. Dan untuk ground disambung pada negatif. Okey. Itulah terminal untuk pada PR sensor. Okey. Mari lihat coding dia. Okey. Dan ni adalah coding. Okey. Okey, di sini kita orang ubah. Di sinilah red, yellow, green ni. Okey, kita letak nama LED. Red 1 ni untuk LED yang 1. Yellow 1 untuk LED yellow 1. Okey, dan di sini ada 3 LED lah. Jadi red 1, red 2, red 3. Okey, LED 1, LED 2 dan LED 3. Okey. Okey. Untuk di bawah ni pula. Okey, di sini nak menunjukkan masa lampu tu menyala dan lampu mana yang terpadam. Okey, contohnya red 1 high. Okey, high ni menyala. Okey. Kalau low ni dia terpadam. Jadinya contoh ni red 1 high. Jadi red 1 di sini menyala. Okey. Dan green 2 high. Jadi green 2 menyala. Okey, kalau green 2 menyala, lampu syarat ni pun mesti merah. Jadi red 3 high. Jadi di sini pun menyala. Okey. Dia tak ada apa dia? 2 lampu hijau yang menyala serentak. Dia akan satu je lampu hijau menyala dan 2 lampu merah menyala. Okey. Seperti lampu syarat lah. Okey. Jadi di sini saya akan start simulation dan lihat apa hasilnya. Okey. Okey. Okey, dan ni okey, nampak. Bila ni merah, ni pun hijau. Okey. Barulah kita dapat lalu. Okey. Merah, hijau. Alih ni pula. Jadi ini menunjukkan seperti lampu syarat lah. Okey. Okey. Dan ni adalah serial monitor dia. Okey. Serial monitor dia. Okey. Dan kita dapat mengetahui sensor tu didetect dari mana. Ni adalah dia kawasan dia nak detect lah suatu benda tu. Okey. Okey, di sini. Okey. Okey, itu saja daripada saya. Sekian, terima kasih.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Nur Afiq bin Muhammad Hairi. I will explain the component used when building this circuit. Okay, first of all, the most important is that we need a Arduino Uno. This is the main part of the traffic light controller. Arduino Uno will serve the purpose in this project to handle off the switching of the LED and controlling their timing. Okay, secondly, we need a resistor worth 1 kilo ohm, a total of 9. The purpose of the resistor is to restrict the amount of current that flow through the resistor into the LED. The third is the LED we use is 9 shades for red, green, and even yellow. It aims to determine and presence of electric current flowing in the circuit. The fourth is breadboard. The purpose of the breadboard is to make quick electrical connection between components, and the latter is the PIR sensor intended to allow to sense motion, almost always used to detect whether an object has moved in or out of the sensor range. Okay, in conclusion, real-time traffic light controller are complex equipment consisting of power cabinet, main controller or processor, relay, control panel with switches or lock, communication port. In this project, the smart traffic light system of three-way junction is implemented using Arduino Uno and PIR sensor. While it is not an ideal implementation for real-life scenario, it does give an idea of the process